Yoshinori. I don't know Yoshinori. Man, you know, we ate at different places. KFC they have, obviously. KFC is really popular with Chinese people, actually. KFC is bigger in China than McDonald's is, I believe. Yes, they have Foster's in Outback. And I know why you're laughing. I mean, like McDonald's, for example, the menu is slightly different here. There's some things on the menu here that we don't have back home. But yeah, essentially fast food is fast food. You know. Yeah, that's true. I've actually had the McLobster when I went to Nova Scotia. Hmm. I don't know if KFC. Again, I don't know enough about China. I've never lived there, so I shouldn't be shooting my mouth off about it. Not that ignorance has prevented me from talking about shit before. I think that's a YouTuber. Like, uneducated opinions is our stock in trade. Yeah, I'm still hungry too. Those grapes did nothing. Seriously. But I'm not going out. Bonzi? I am lazy as hell. This is true. I want it to stop being cold. It's basically winter's over, so I want it to just be like warm already. Because going outside at night still a bit cold. And actually, the downside of my new house being huge is that it's impossible to heat this fucking thing. It's just gonna be a huge money trap come next winter. No, the convenience a little bit further this time. Um, I'm kind of deep in the residential area, sadly. You'll get a tour when I've got everything put together. But at the moment, there's not much to see. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. But I've got a backlog now of stuff I want to put up on YouTube, so it might not be for a while. I still have the fucking Krispy Kreme video I haven't uploaded yet. And that was like, I should have done that a month ago. Yeah, my third trip to Krispy Kreme. No. There's never going to be an actual show. Sorry about that. I'm glad that you people have more faith in me than I do. Yeah, well, that's the thing. The reality is, no matter how famous anything is, maybe 10% of people actually know about it. Hardy har har, Mad Steve. Nah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to when it closes, though. I have no idea how much money they make, though. Nah, I didn't go to the anime show. I was working that weekend and totally missed it. I should have gone. Actually, there was a couple things I missed recently. I missed the anime show, and there was an international food, like something like that out in Mukahara Messe, which Actually, some guy from the Philippines had written to me and said, "Hey, come to the thing, and I'll let you eat free Filipino fruit at our stand." And I never got back to the guy and didn't make it out to the event. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I've been missing lately. I'm a bad YouTuber, very bad, bad, bad. I should be sent to YouTube hell. Filipino meats, dubious. Yeah, Condomania. The infamous Condomania, I should say. Was it me? Did I ever tell you guys my Condomania story? I have a feeling I've babbled about this at some point. No? Alright, well, sorry. Sorry if you've heard this before, but I went to Condomania, same one there's one in Shibuya, there's one in Omotesando, Harajuku one you mean. There's a bunch of them around now. But anyway, I walk in there and I was looking around like, oh, this place is kind of cool, it's funny. And I noticed they have American like Trojan condoms on the wall. And I was like, oh wow, that's interesting, you know, because I was under the impression that they don't sell them in Japan. Because, and this is an interesting fact, which you probably didn't know, all Japanese condoms are tested with two tests, an electric test and a water test, whereas American ones are only given, I think it's like the water test, I don't know exactly. But really, two tests are unnecessary, but the companies that own Japanese condom, like, you know, Japanese condom companies, lobbied the government to make a law requiring both tests to be sold in Japan. And so basically it meant that no condoms can be imported into Japan legally. So it's just a way to, you know, corner the market. So I go in there, I see the Trojans, I'm like, oh wow, you got Trojans. And I asked the guy, like, hey, would you guys sell these here? And he's like, yes, we sell them. They're incredibly expensive. It was like, you know, like $50 for a box of 10 or something like that. It was ridiculous. And he's like, starts talking to me. He's like, you know, so basically we can resell condoms. You know, so just say somebody went to the States and bought a suitcase full of condoms and then came back to Japan and then realized that they weren't going to be able to use that many condoms. They could resell those condoms to me, and then I could pass those on to other customers who are really eager to get them. All we need is for someone who is going to another country to get those condoms and bring them here for their own purposes, but then later decide that they don't want to use them. And I was like, listening to this, like, you know, whole explanation, and it's all in Japanese, so I'm just trying to understand what he's explaining. And then finally they were like, wait a minute, dude, are you trying to get me to smuggle condoms into the country for you? He's like, oh, no, I'm just saying, you know, if you know anybody who has, you know, a large supply of them and want to get rid of them. The other way they get them is the military bases. People can buy them on the military bases and then resell them to that store. So that's how they get them. But that's the only store I'm aware of that carries the American product, because technically, legally, they're not allowed to import them. They can only resell unused condoms. Bizarre. I know. I would rather not. I would rather not buy. Crazy. The more you know. Actually, the Penis Festival is coming up on April 5th. the week after next. I did a video on that last year. That's coming up again April 5th. It's a week after this Sunday. But you know, Alana Nelson, if a woman's willing to do that, doesn't that show the type of commitment that really makes her, you know, possibly a good choice? And that's a lot of commitment. That's a girl who really, really likes you. But I think it's funny though, Nelson. I've heard people say that, like, you know, oh yeah, I don't want her to trap me. But like, I always like look at that guy, and I'm like, really? You think someone's trying to trap you? It's always guys, you know, it's not you, Nelson, obviously not you, but, you know, there's always guys who are like, think they're a little bit more of a prize than they are. The 18-year payments. Yes. Children are a sexually transmitted disease, as they say. A-Life. One of the comedian friends of mine used to say, Club A-Life, where you apparently go if you do not have a life. We used to do a comedy show about 2 blocks from A-Life at a place called The Baron, but closed down in November, December, I think. No, I'm not worried about the nuclear Korean missile launch. They're just attention seeking. Yeah, Roppongi is Roppongi. I don't know. I don't recommend spending more than the necessary amount of time in Roppongi. I mean, if someone's visiting the country, like a close friend, I'll usually take them out to Roppongi once, do a quick tour of some of the bars just to show that it's there, and then never go back again. I mean, you can have an enjoyable night out if you're completely wasted, but it's also, there's a lot of in Roppongi, you know, Chinese prostitutes and like African guys trying to get you to go into strip clubs, and, you know, banker wankers, guys over here on expat budgets who are just basically shitting on the country. There's a lot of it that's going to be very, very unsettling. Unfortunately, though, Roppongi is synonymous with gaijin. I mean, Roppongi is basically considered like going to a foreign country. You know, I dislike the fact that Roppongi, though, is identified with the foreign community, because it's not a pleasant place. I mean, there are, though, a lot of really good restaurants. Roppongi has some excellent restaurants, and some shitty ones too. Like, but they have, like, you know, Tony Roma's and Hard Rock Cafe. I mean, those are shitty, but they have some other ones that are actually like really, really nice. Like, I mean, it's an entertainment district, specifically geared towards foreigners. So. Yeah, I mean, but the Japanese police like have agreements. So, for example, if you're at Roppongi Crossing, walking down the road towards Tokyo Tower, the left side of the street is okay for touting. Touts are like the guys who try and get you to go into strip clubs, but the right side of the street is not okay. So, if the predominantly African men who are touts go on the right side of the street, the police will harass them. But they stay on the left side of the street, nobody cares. It's actually, there's actually agreements that, like, okay, you can do it here, but you can't do it here. You know, just to keep some type of order to it. You know, but actually, what's really killing Roppongi now is the scene has moved a little bit east into Nishi-Azabu. Actually, the club, somebody just mentioned, Wangan Zach mentioned A-Life, is actually down the road eastwards from Roppongi. And it's like the whole kind of, all the cool bars have shifted over that way. And so now Roppongi Crossing itself is kind of lapsing into a kind of forgotten mode. This is all mostly because Mori, a developer here in Tokyo, a very, very rich old Japanese man, has had some construction projects, one being Roppongi Hills, the other being Tokyo Midtown. And that has really redone the neighborhood. It's really changing it. Bonzi. Wish you were. Wish I had a cameraman. No, I'm not going to be online Dream Candle. Sorry. That's why I'm on right now. I have to work tomorrow from like 8 a.m. to like probably 9, 10 at night. So Roppongi is expensive because of the location. It's next to Hiro Azabujuban. It's a really nice area in that regard. It's a good location. But also, I mean, because they charge. They want to charge it. Like, I mean, it's like a hostess bar, for example. If they charge 10,000 yen an hour, somebody will pay that because it's exclusive. Like, price creates exclusivity, and that makes people want to go there. So I gotta show you this too. So so in the morning we went to the Chinese restaurant for the first part of that shoot. The second part of today's shoot was on Yakatabune, which is a kind of boat for having parties. And what we filmed was like basically it's just like an old-fashioned Japanese boat, and they had little fry pans where you can make your own monjayaki or okonomiyaki, a kind of like pancake type thing. Anyway, there was other boats at the dock, and I got the flyer for this other boat cruise, which is awesome. It's Girls Bar Navy. And so basically, you ride on a boat. It's 10,000 yen, so 100 bucks for an hour and 45 minutes. And you're on a, so you can see the photos. Like female bartenders in little sailor uniforms. And when I saw this, like almost any guy would, I was just like, oh my god, that's awesome! That's so cool! You're drinking on a boat with hot Japanese girls in sailor outfits. Yeah! But then like I thought about it as like that would probably be the most depressing thing in the world, because like it's gonna be like you and a bunch of other like sad dudes with more money than sense, you know, paying for these girls to pour you drinks. Like it would not be cool at all. But like in my mind though, when I imagine it, it's like the coolest thing ever. But in reality, actually, I have a feeling this would be really shitty. And I think it just proves again that men, like and myself included, are basically stupid. You know, I remember when I was a kid, we were camping. I was like 10 years old, and I decided that when I grew up, I wanted to open a toasted marshmallow restaurant. It's a restaurant that sells only toasted marshmallows, different types of like, you know, blackened or like a little bit toasted, maybe with like s'mores, you know. But when I was like 10, that was such an awesome idea. That was like so cool. Like a restaurant, you go in and they prepare like the toasted marshmallows for you. You know, that would be so cool. But then like you grow up and you're like, no, actually, that's kind of stupid. And this kind of seems to me like the idea, like, a very horny 10-year-old would have. Like, we'll have girls in sailor uniforms on a boat. And it's awesome because you're on a boat. But basically, it's pretty lame. So anyway, I'm going next weekend. If anyone's in Tokyo, you want to come along, let me know. Yeah, I don't think the toasted marshmallow restaurant's going to happen anytime soon. I don't think I'm going to get a Japanese bank to loan me the money to open that. Although I remember there was a restaurant in New York recently that did really well. It was a grilled cheese sandwich restaurant, and all they do is grilled cheese sandwiches. But like the idea was that this type of thing I think does well in New York. It's why donuts do well in New York. It's something that like people have really good emotional attachments to. Like it's like when I was a kid eating a grilled cheese sandwich that my mom made. You know, it's a comfort food in a way, and so people will pay like $20 for a grilled cheese sandwich in New York because it's a little bit ironic and interesting, and you know. Like, where did you go for dinner? I went to the grilled cheese restaurant, you know. But yeah, but basically people love morons. But specifically men. It's amazing what we will shell out money for. Truly amazing. But it's just like the idea of putting a hostess bar on a boat. Girls bar, Navy. Awesome. Colonel Sanders ashtray, that was a great idea at the time. Actually, you can get them on eBay, I'm sure. Somebody, I forget who it was last week. Somebody forwarded me, was it you, Hildy? Anyway, someone forwarded me a link to eBay where there was a number of Colonel Sanders statues on sale. Pretty awesome. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, 11 colors. What are you doing up? I was talking about you before. Maybe your ears were burning. Someone was asking about music, and I said, "You're a far better man to ask than me." So 11 colors. You're a man. You live in Tokyo. What do you think of this idea? The hostess bar on a boat. $10,000 yen for an hour and 45 minutes. You know, 11 colors, you're absolutely right. It's kind of ridiculous. I wouldn't have believed it before I lived here, but you actually get so caught up in conversation that you stop objectifying them for a short period of time. Yeah, it's Nomi Hodai, but that's all you can drink. But seriously, 10,000 yen for a hostess bar on a boat? This just sounds like it's a stupid idea, but somehow, like, as a guy, it's like the greatest idea I've ever heard. Wait, like, cute girls on a boat drinking? That's awesome! But it's actually quite stupid, if I think about it. So I try not to think about it, you know. Oh well. Anyway, I don't have money to spend on that. In euro, my god, I have no idea. Euros are actually carved seashells, right? That's how they make those. I'm not really sure exactly how like normal money translates into euros. Yeah, there's a converter on Google, people. Google, it's your friend. Uh, yeah, use me. I'm I'm much better than Google. 11 Colors, you coming on Sunday, by the way? Did you see my most recent video? Awesome. You guys, if you guys can, put up a video. Tell people to come down. I do not want this to be like a Kevin Cooney party. What? Recent video is marked private? What the bullshit is that? Shouldn't be. YouTube gets all wonky sometimes. I have no idea. Yeah, no, it's up. Am I on Twitter? No. No! I'm not. No, I just searched YouTube with no account logged in, and it came up, so... Shit, it says private, you're right. What the hell? Bizarre. Strange. Bizarre. YouTube, what are you doing to me? Because there's already 2 comments on it. How the hell did it become private all of a sudden? Hold on a second. This is weird, because people are commenting on it, but then another account I looked at it with, it says it's private. 2:40 in the morning. I don't want to be dealing with this shit. Yeah, no, it's set for share. It's probably just a YouTube glitch. It's bizarre. I have no idea. No, it's according to the edit, the file. It's public. No, actually, the YouTube staff is incredibly small. Oh well. I have no idea why it's not working. Beyond me. But it should be public. Bizarre. I think it's just something's fucked up with YouTube. I don't think it's anything I can affect a change on. Oh well. I'll check it in the morning. And if it's still fucked up, I'll go down to Shibuya, walk into Google offices and demand they fix it, or I'll strap myself full of dynamite and blow the place up. I did, but it's not a particularly interesting video. It's just about the Hanami party we're having this weekend. No, it's and the people who commented are not friends. Seriously, I checked. It tells me it's available for public viewing. No, I'll update it again or something. By resaving the changes. Okay, it says public. Alright, it's working now. Some unknown reason. I resaved it, but the radio box was clicked in the right place. I broke the internet. Fuck. It's not much to see anyway, it's pretty much exactly what you see right now, only talking about the Hanami party. I think you're right, resaving worked. Alright, see now, this is why I shouldn't blame YouTube for everything. User incompetence is most likely cause of any malfunction on any site, I'm sure. God knows I'm incompetent. Alright, it's getting close to 3. Yeah, sorry, not much excitement going on here. Yeah, that's too much Cooney right there. I would cut that down by 2/3 at least. 11 colors, I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. But you know what? This is what happens when you let engineers run a social networking site. Seriously, should computer engineers be the people in charge of a social networking site? Really? Like putting the autistic kids in charge of interior design rather than artistic kids. Boom boom. I don't know. I think, I don't know, semi-unemployed liberal arts degree graduates like myself, that's who they should hire. Oh, there it goes. Comments are coming in. Alright, folks. I'm gonna have to pack it in. I have to work for the man tomorrow. Thank you guys for stopping by, though. Like, hopefully, I'll see you 11 colors on Sunday. Anybody else happens to be in Tokyo, come on in, stop by, say hi. And good night, folks. Later.